Amik, on that touchdown to Paris Campbell was there a miscommunication back there, or what kind of happened on that play?
I don't really know how to respond to that. Yeah, it was definitely miscommunication. We just got to get better at finishing. That's all I can say.
What are you feeling right now, Amik?
I mean, when you love the game of football, you always wanna win. So losing always sucks, of course, but 24-hour rule, you just gotta suck it up, deal with the consequences, fix the little things, and move on. The most important game is the win next week. So all we can do is try to fix those little things and continue trying to figure out the recipe of finishing.
I feel like it's been communication this year when trying to pick up this defensive scheme.
Nah, we just got to play better as a whole. That's all I can say.
It felt like there was not a whole lot of energy maybe early in the game. You made that play to force the fumble out. Like how much do you think the mood kind of changed right then? I mean, I know it didn't end up well, but do you think the mood kind of changed, the energy kind of changed after that?
Always, of course. I always try to be that. We got a lot of guys that bring energy, each and every day, and I try to be one of those guys. I always try to be that playmaker to, get us going. I don't try to make the average plays. I try to make the plays that, try to change the game. And, unfortunately, we didn't win, but I think in that moment, that was a play that kind of, changed the game a little bit.
On the Campbell touchdown, the play before it, you guys caused the fumble. It looked like, Darren was going to get the recovery. How deflating, I guess, was it to not get that turnover?
Of course, we wanted it, but unfortunately, we didn't. We had to focus on the next play. It was a great play by a young guy, Sam Webb. Unfortunately, we didn't get the ball. We just had to focus on trying to, get it back and focus on the next play.
Do you think maybe the focus was gone on the next play? Is that what kind of happened?
Nah, we just got to play better.
I wonder why you guys felt like you guys came out kind of slow and not a lot of energy.
I mean, I don't really think we came out slow. We just had to fix the little thing. I feel like guys' energy was there. The game just wasn't going how we wanted it to go. And unfortunately, some guys went out there and made plays that gave to kind of give us a spark.
You guys obviously have not had the season you wanted to, but did today feel different?
Yeah. I mean, every game feels different because you always think this is going to be the game that get us going. So unfortunately, we lost. It was a hurtful feeling, but 24-hour rule, we got to move on.
What was the mood in the locker room?
After, before or after?
After.
Of course, it's always frustrating. A lot of guys frustrated. A lot of guys in this room love the game of football. So like I said before, when you're losing, it's not a good feeling. But like I said, we got to move on.
Has football been fun for you guys this season?
Coming to work every day with guys that want to win. Of course, it's been fun. Of course, we haven't. It's not going as we planned. But like I said, we got to keep moving forward.
Thanks, man. Thanks, David.
Long run by Taylor. What did you see on that one, and kind of what happened to you guys there?
He made a great cut and got upfield and made a play.
Was it miscommunication defensively in terms of it looked like two guys were in the same gap, or?
We just got to fit it up better. Just saw the hole.
I ain't taking no type of way. I ain't taking no type of way.
Straight.
Overall for you guys, taking that one and the touchdown to Campbell out of the way, what was working for the Colts offensively today?
They just made more plays than us, and that long run with JT and Matt Ryan had one as well. We just got to find ways to get turnovers and get off the field. Hold on, Kurt. Hold on, bro.
What's the emotion right now? What are you feeling?
We got to work. That's all it is. We got to work. We got to get better, and we got to attack the board, get after it at practice, and find answers.
2-7. I mean, not how anybody would have pictured this. What is the most frustrating part for you?
Losing. And I think that's frustrating for everybody.
Is there any common thread you can pull out of these last handful of games here? Just kind of what the biggest issue has been in these losses, or?
We got to find a way to win. Simple as that. We got to find a way to win.
What's the message been from your head coach to keep you guys looking forward and looking on to the next game?
attack practice, attack the meetings, and improve on the stuff that we're doing good, and improve on the stuff that we're doing not so good. So, just got to execute.
Right. Yep. Penalties, things like that, both offensively and defensively. If so, how do you fix that?
You got to fix it with your play. You know, that's the only way. It has to be an intent, and you have to go out there with the intent not to, get penalties. Penalties have been, kind of putting us in a tough spot, and it's already hard enough, playing against, good teams. So just got to have intent.
Message-wise, what was set up for this one, just in terms of, to stay locked in here moving forward?
Stay locked in. I mean, we're right there. I mean, it sucks. This is what, our 6th loss under a one-possession game. So, I mean, we're right there. We just got to find a way to win the game. And we had our chances, but we'll see when we watch the film. We made it, obviously, the game harder than we needed to make it.
And on that long run touchdown by Taylor, what did you see in that?
Well, I mean, it was just, I slipped. I mean, well, excuse my language, but that's something that I pride myself on doing. Getting the guy on the ground, being a short tackler, and I just slipped. And with a guy like that, you can't slip. You can't have any wasted movements. And he's out the gate. I mean, he's one of the best backs in the league for a reason. Can't have no wasted movements. And at that point, I had an opportunity to make the play, and I slipped.
Do you feel like everybody in this locker room is bought into the message here that's been spoken?
For sure. We've seen that each and every day with the way we practice, the way we prepare. But right now it's just not correlating the wins. And whether that reason is, I mean, we'll see it. But we put ourselves in tough positions over and over again. And until we stop doing that, we're just making the game harder than what it should be.
Davante said Sundays should be the most fun days for you guys, and it hasn't been. What do you think's been the biggest cause there for that?
Repeat mistakes. We're talking about, you just said, the penalties, execution, in critical situations. So until we, get better in those situations, we're just making the game too hard. It's already hard enough, and we got to stop making it harder than what it needs to be.
Why is it so hard to translate from practice to the game times consistently?
I mean, it's the game. It's opposition. Yeah. You got people going against you, and never no excuses. But we just gotta be better. We gotta see the ways that we're losing, and we have to use that in practice and be better in practice so that we're better in the games when these situations keep coming up.
Thanks, Duron.
No problem, guys.
This week, having no film on a play caller and having a coach that just came in.
You said what?
The play caller never called plays before. The coach just came in. How difficult is that to prepare for?
It actually wasn't that difficult. I mean, we just studied the film that we had and saw the tendencies and played to our strengths. And whenever we noticed them, we played to them.
When you guys were so close, I said, to getting that turnover, and the next play they score, I guess how much did maybe the lingering effects of not coming up with it maybe affect the next play?
Like I said, we just got to be able to come up with that in critical situations and understand that once we don't, we got to be able to bounce back and control what we can control.
Do you feel like you're starting to truly come into yourself and get used to the game speed a couple games in now?
Oh yeah, honestly, I've been gotten used to that. I feel like I got the most confidence in myself. It's just a matter of going and executing them now.
What did this feel different than some of the other games? I mean, you guys have had a couple of losses here, but was this different at all?
Nah, I mean, we all a team. We all got to stick together, win or loss. So we just gonna move on to the next and keep preparing, keep working.
Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Sure.
What are you feeling right now, Davante?
Same thing as last week, same thing as all the other weeks. Pretty much.
What was said, after this one, just in terms of kind of moving forward, making sure everybody kind of stays locked in here?
I mean, ain't no magic message. Just, I mean, we're gonna keep what was said in house. Wasn't nothing crazy, but I mean, just we had the conversation we have as a team, and that's kind of that. I don't know.
Take us through that last play there, the fade ball in the end zone.
Ran the route, he kind of inched back and the ball went up. Made a good play on the ball.
What happened in the first quarter that led to so much struggles, but then it seemed like the offense was able to kind of find its feet later on in the game?
I mean, we played behind the sticks as usual. That's how we played, and that's when we don't have success on offense. So holding penalties, a bunch of bullshit that just doesn't allow you to move the ball and have realistic shots at converting. And that's where we lived a lot of this year, and that's what happened.
What's it going to take to kind of turn this around going forward, mindset-wise, just message-wise?
Just got to stay the course, man. It's easier said than done, but just got to stay the course. You got to have everybody on the same wavelength. Everybody's got to go out there and put everything into it, throughout the week. And then Sunday's supposed to be fun, and that's the least fun day of the week right now. So that's a problem. We got to fix that.
What's the message from Josh McDaniels been these last couple of weeks?
I mean, it's been the same thing, just. You guys got to play for one another, play a full game, and that's 60 minutes from start to finish, coming out starting fast and then closing out games, making plays when taking on that burden, wanting to be the guy that or wanting to be on offense when it's time, or wanting the ball, or wanting to shut it down when you're on defense, just wanting to be the guy that make the play. And I just don't got enough guys that are fully bought into that right now. And I think people like the idea, but when it's time to actually execute, it don't turn out that way.
Is that the problem, that guys aren't bought in?
I don't think it's a buy-in. I don't think people are like, F what he's talking about, or, I'm going against the grain. It's just about a matter of executing when it's time. Whether that's early, and 60-minute game it doesn't mean just finishing, that's part of it, but it means a complete game. Every minute of the game, giving it all you got, and it's not about being perfect, because that's not football. Football is the most imperfect, most team sport that there is. So at the end of the day, it's doing your job and making the plays when you call it on and when you get the opportunities, and we just don't do that at a high enough level right now.
Thanks.